Hi everyone, I'm Shelly and you're watching There's No Place Like Home. Today I just wanted to bring you a quick video about something that I hear a lot from parents when I talk about self-directed or interest-led learning. I will hear over and over again from parents that their kids have no interests. And I myself have gone through this at times with my own children. And what I've realized is that sometimes I think that we parents might be at least partially to blame. As a homeschooling parent, there can be few more things that are as frustrating as when you are finally throwing in the towel, so to speak, and saying, you know what, I am not going to dictate everything that my kids learn about. I am going to give them time to do interest-led learning. I am going to give them time to just follow their own delights, to do that self-directed education that I keep hearing about, only for your kids to come back and tell you that they're not interested in anything. They might not say it in so many words, but you might see it in a lot of blank stares. You might see it or hear it with kids saying, I'm bored, over and over and over again. And this is something that I myself have dealt with my own children from time to time. So I don't have the magic answer for how to get your kids to be interested in things. I don't. However, I do have a clue that might help you to realize that sometimes we as the parents might be sabotaging any interests that our kids might develop. Why? Well, I'll tell you, when I was unschooling my kids, I would read a lot of unschooling websites. I had a lot of unschooling books. And one thing that I heard over and over again was to say yes more. And I thought to myself, well, what exactly does that mean? Say yes more. Well, I don't know if you're anything like I am, but I find that I say no to my kids pretty often. How many times have your kids asked if they could get out the paints? And you might have said no, because I don't want to clean up the mess right now. Or they have asked if they could experiment and make a cake and make their own recipe for it. And you have said, no, I don't want to waste the food. Or if they might have asked you to take them to the creek and you would say, no, I don't have the time to do that. And sometimes as parents, we can get so used to saying no all the time that it becomes almost an automatic response. But then at the same time, we are expecting our kids to be able to find things to do, find things to be interested in, find things that they want to learn about. But unfortunately, a lot of times, even things like painting, we might not look at something as being what we would call an interest-led topic to learn about. And we might think, well, what does painting have to do with that? Well, that might lead into them wanting to learn about an artist or wanting to learn about an art style. Or maybe they just decide that they like painting one particular thing like sunsets or trees or flowers, and they decide that they want to start learning about the things that they're painting. You never know where these interests are going to come from. And so many times as parents, we do get into this automatic no cycle, and we can be holding our kids back from learning about things and from finding new interests because we just aren't giving them enough opportunities of when we say yes. Now, I completely understand as a mom of many, we can't always say yes. I know that there are a lot of unschooling parents who will say that you should say yes, every time that you possibly can. And I've realized that when I was doing that, I kind of got a little bit frazzled, but just remembering to say yes more can do so much to help with your kids wanting to learn about things, wanting to be interested in things. And I'm reminding myself of this as much as I am you, because can I tell you a secret? The whole reason that I decided to make this video is because I've realized that I've been saying no to my kids an awful lot. And do you know what's been happening? I've been hearing I'm bored a lot. I've been hearing my kids say that they can't find anything to do. And I'm going back into that same rut that I used to be in, just because, yes, I'm going through a very busy period in my life right now. And I'm trying to have that sense of control. I'm trying to maintain everything around me. And so no has been coming out of my mouth, I think, a lot more than it should be. And it's something that we really need to keep in mind. If we want our kids to be interested in things, if we want our kids to be able to explore the world around them, we have to give them opportunities. And if we want to give them freedom to learn, that means they have to have the freedom to do the activities that they want to do. And sometimes as parents, that might make us a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, if you don't feel like cleaning up the mess, that's when you have your kids help you clean up the mess. If your kids want to make their own recipe and make their own cake, if it's possible, take them to the store with you. Let them choose the ingredients that they want, and then you have that set aside for what they are doing. You can find a way to compromise, but all in all, the most important takeaway when you want your kids to be curious and to be able to participate in self-directed learning without feeling lost and like they have nothing to do, always remember this: maybe it's time to say yes more. That's all that I have for you today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet and would like to hear more of what I have to say, I would love if you would do that. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave one over on Instagram because YouTube disables my comments. And if you like my work and would like to check out my Patreon page, I will leave a link in the description box for that as well. And I hope you have a great day.